This year, the All-Stars are headed to Atlanta. When was the last time the NBA All-Star Game was hosted by Atlanta?
Was it the year 2000, 2001, 2002, or 2003? It has been a minute.
Definitely. I don't even remember those years. Do you remember those years?
Oh, yeah.
Number 23, Jared Culver. The other forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 16, James Johnson. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 5, Malik Beasley. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 0, D'Angelo Russell. In the middle, standing 6'11", number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. Ladies and gentlemen, Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Line our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, good evening. Karl Anthony Towns is certainly the franchise player now for the Timberwolves. Cat said, you lead by action and you lead by words. I'm more of the action guy. When things get tough, I've got to be the guy that leads the charge. Kevin, he knows his role and he knows his place atop the Wolves franchise.
Knows it very well, DA. Thank you. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point. And for D'Angelo Russell out there with Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Culver. And it's Johnson in at the 4 shot. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
Yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season? You feel
Yes,
like
they
you
can.
You say, let it play out.
And that'll already, you can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Inside, here's Towns, and it's sent back by Turner. Here's the break. Here's Mr. Clutch, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Minnesota. And if you haven't seen the news, Junior once again winning a Rookie of the Month award. He keeps on, Greg, impressing with his play.
And you would have gotten great odds at Vegas if you picked Junior to be Rookie of the Year before the season. But now, this guy looks like the front runner after winning another award.
Now here's Beasley. 9 points last game. Here's Culver. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, you don't see off guards inside all the time, but Culver, with his size and skill, does a nice job doing the dirty work to get to the foul line.
He's off on the first.
And at Texas Tech, Jarrett Culver operated as a lead guard. Is that a role he can fill at this level?
You know what, Greg? I think he's got the potential to. He's got excellent vision, good size, really nice pace to his game. I think he can play some point, but he may be best suited as a secondary creator.
And here is Warren. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. Out to Turner, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. It's to Culver. Shoots over Warren, and once again off the mark by Minnesota.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the basket is in for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points. Greg, when he gets going, he has been hard to stop. Edney Jr. taking another Player of the Week award.
And not the first time Junior has been unstoppable. He looked in control every time he took the floor. Great effort and a well-deserved award.
Sabonis, no good. Minnesota off to a slow start. 6-point game. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And that one drops for him. And it's 9 points for Mr. Clutch.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved and on-time, on-target passes.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Now the Timberwolves with it, trailing here by 8. Here's Culver. Sweet little floater.
Nice little display of trickery that time from Culver. Perfect use of the floater.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Turner. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Johnson. Here's Culver. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Pacers leading by 6. Right side. Towns with the defensive effort.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
It's stolen by Oladipo. The shot's good for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 11.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Knocked loose. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now, here's Culver. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Triano, he's covered by Warren. Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left them no choice there. I mean, He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 13. Warren, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now, here's Culver. Outside, Towns. Culver with it. Sabonis is there. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And he makes that one.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Culver. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. They kick out to Towns. Off target from outside.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Shots good by Turner.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Culver. Following the score by Miles Turner. Towns dishes to Culver. Triano misses the 3.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Minnesota with the ball. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. Towns kicks to Culver. Triano. He's covered by Warren. The rebound by Turner.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Johnson with the block. Now Culver. Will it go? Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Minnesota making a switch. Spellman's checked in. Culver passes to Spellman. It's tipped.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Okogie. It's rebounded by Indiana.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass. Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there's the pass to Culver. He gets it in there. Culver's got 5.
Well, you look at Culver and you watch his game. He's a tough 2-guard now. He's strong, he's got good length, and he's very skilled.
Here's Turner. The shot will not fall.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Culver passes to Okogie. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
Indiana moving the ball around. Basket counts. 17 points for Mr. Clutch.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Okogie after the made shot from Mr. Clutch. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's McDermott. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when you think of McDermott, the first thing that comes to my mind anyway is effective spacing the floor.
The free throw drops from McDermott.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job.
Substitutions here. Towns is out there with James Johnson. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the 76ers was superb. He scored 41 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see. And, you know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. And has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defense. Oh, my strong goal! The bounce, the creativity, the strength. When Oladipo rises up, he's looking to punch it down as hard as he can.
The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Russell finds Towns. Towns is doubled. Back to Russell. The 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Russell with a wide open look. And too long on the shot.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bucket is good. 21 points for Mr. Clutch.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Russell fires the 3. Again, Russell missing.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Triano, he's covered by Warren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. T.J. Warren picks one up. For Minnesota, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed. To have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Lays it up and banks it in. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
Mr. Clutch. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Towns. Pacers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the foul on Miles Turner. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Towns, the pass to Russell. And another three for Minnesota.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And it's blocked.
Well, I love how Culver uses his length and athleticism to deny shots.
Second shot opportunity. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
Second chance points always hurt. It's not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Warren on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Good on the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound the out.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
I like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
Pacers leading by 22. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Turner. Here's Warren. He can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And here's Johnson outside. The rebound by Turner.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And looking back at the trade for Warren, I thought it was a surprise to see him get dealt for so little. He's always been a terrific player.
And you know what, Greg, I'm with you there because I was surprised as well. I'm not sure why the Suns made the decision to trade Warren, but I'll tell you what, as a former Pacer and a follower of the team, I'm happy that the Pacers have him. Because this guy's an efficient double-digit scorer. He plays unselfish basketball, and he actually made nice strides defensively last season. So the future is bright. I love his attitude and everything about his skill set.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Triano, he's covered by Warren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Timberwolves shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. 2 shots. First one falls for him.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in the line so far here in the second quarter.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Triano, he's covered by Warren. Towns down low. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Outstanding vision, plus the height of Towns allows him to see over defenders.
Oladipo with the ball. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
And here's Beasley. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And then Culver with the dunk.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Mr. Clutch, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mr. Clutch has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Culver. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Culver's got 12 points in the game.
Culver in a nice groove right now. Virtually unstoppable so far.
Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
The Timberwolves really have a tough one to go here. Here's Culver. He's got 12. Plenty of space. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds now tonight, and it's blocked. Passes it to Culver. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Here's Oladipo. It's blocked. Beasley for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a...
And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point. Pass to Towns. From down in the low post, it goes. Towns has got 8.
Boy, he can really punish you inside. I mean, Towns has the size and the move, which make him hard to handle in and around the paint. He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Culver kicks to Beasley. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Turner. Towns, no luck. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. It's Oladipo on the wing. Covered by Beasley. The pass to Turner. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Beasley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Okogie. He kicks it to Culver. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Sabonis. The kick out to Warren. Passes to Oladipo. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shot's good by Turner.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Towns, the pass to Beasley. Back to Towns. It's good from about 19 feet. He's got 10.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pacers leading by 19. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Turner. Oladipo outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Culver. Towns kicks to Culver. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Culver's got 5 points now this quarter. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Turner. Makes it off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 21.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Minnesota calls timeout. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
They get it back. Johnson inside. Defended by Sabonis. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game so he makes his presence felt inside.
Warren on the wing. Got it. Good job in the low post. Warren's got 17.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Outside, Towns. Here's Okogie. A floater. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Oladipo. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside, Russell. Towns for 3. And Oladipo pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the inside. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Outside, Russell. There's the triple. It's good from long range. He's got 13.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
Good on the shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Towns. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pacers leading by 20. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Turner. To the middle. Here's Mr. Clutch. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Colbert kicks to Russell. Pass to Okogie. Tries a 3. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And here's Warren for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Russell. 13 points in the game. Outside, Towns. To the paint. A nice shot by Culver. Culver's got 19 points.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Now the pass to Powell. The shot from the low post is good.
Dwight Powell really showing continuing confidence in his inside game. And I think he's only going to get better down there.
Out to Russell. Three-pointer. Kept alive. Towns. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Indiana.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another part of their game has made a difference.
Now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Powell. T.J. Warren comes in for Doug McDermott. Oladipo, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Aaron Holiday. Beasley against Turner.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's James Johnson. Then there's Towns. And it's Culver in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Deep 2 from Russell. Minnesota gets it back. At a new shot clock of 14 seconds.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
And slam dunk by Sabonis. The assist. Number 26. Now Russell. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pacers leading by 19 points. The shot's good for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 34 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Deep 2 from Russell. And that's good for 2. Russell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Down low. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Stolen by Warren. Passes it to Oladipo. Back to Warren. To the middle. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. And there's the basket. Good for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 36.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Minnesota calls timeout. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But
yes,
when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view, you've gotten a front court view, you've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The feed now to Culver. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Shot's good by Turner.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Indiana moving it around. A baseline J, and Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Turner. Turner's got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 20 feet out. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
You know, despite his youth, Towns sees the big picture. I mean, gets points any way you can, and we'll see if he can cash in at the line here.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the game, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Russell with the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside Warren. Pass to Mr. Clutch. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
When Culver gets inside positioning like that, he bounces up with ease, and he's ready to bang it home.
Here's Sabonis. A wide open look here for Oladipo. A second chance effort. Johnson with the block. Here's Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's Culver. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Indiana leading by 15. To the inside. Mr. Clutch. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Mr. Clutch has got 40 points. Now, here is Russell. He's guarded closely. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
He's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Sabonis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
And Sabonis drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Culver kicks to Johnson. No one near him. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Russell with it. Pass to Johnson. Beasley outside. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Beasley kicks to Towns. Fires for three. No good from Beasley.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Inside, here's Mr. Clutch, and it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell was able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Ray, compared to times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now, when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend, and if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Sinks the triple.
Seems to get better every year from outside. Oladipo feeling comfortable pulling the trigger.
Minnesota calls timeout. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
Stolen. Here's Mr. Clutch. Johnson with some nice D. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Turner comes with the double team. Beasley lays it up off the glass.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
To the paint. Here's Sabonis. It's stolen by Johnson. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. The teardrop falls in. Culver's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Johnson against Sabonis. Down low. That one finds the mark. On target for Mr. Clutch. And the Pacers lead by 18.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And Towns throws it down.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pacers.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Mr. Clutch.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And the first one drops. Aaron Holiday's check. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
And you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.